right, guys, we're going to go ahead on and get started. Again, hello, everyone. This is Robert Dean out of Atlanta, Georgia. I want to welcome each and every one of you guys to our webinar here, but also I want to give a special welcome to any new guests that may be on our webinar for the first time. I am extremely excited to share with you guys about some life-changing information. We got some phenomenal individuals that's going to be speaking with you as well today. So this is going to be a very, very power-packed meeting. And the great thing about it, this is going to be a real good information platform for you to kick off July the 1st. Okay. So again, I want to welcome you guys, and we're very, very excited. Now, before we get started, I have to make this disclaimer. That is, we make no guarantee of income. Individual results will vary. Now, one of the things I want you guys to think about here, and I want this to cover the full spectrum of everybody, because we all come from all different walks of life, different religion, different race, different ethnic, different jobs and titles and all kind of stuff. So I want you to think about this for a minute, okay? When you look at the situation that we have as employees and self-employed people, and when I talk about employees, I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about from working at like UPS or a factory job to driving Uber. And then as for self-employed people, I'm talking about everybody from beauticians, barbers, mechanics, doctors, lawyers, and what have you, right? But then also we have business owners. These individuals own, restaurants, big business, online businesses, and so forth. And then also we have entertainers and athletes and rappers, and they're successful on all different levels, right? And then on top of that, we have rich people, right? Now, one of the things I want to ask you guys that's very profound is, what do we all have in common? What do we all have in common? I'm going to share with you this. This is pretty profound. I'm going to tell you what we all have in common. And that is, we don't know what to do. Now you say, well, hold on, Rob. What do you mean by we don't know what to do? Let me tell you this right here. Most people that's working a 9 to 5, they don't know how to get out of that rut. They don't know other means of income. They don't know about residual income, because if they did, they'll probably be doing it, right? You got a lot of self-employed people. They don't understand a lot of resources out there that have access to help them minimize their taxes and all this stuff. Same with business owners, and same with athletes and entertainers and stuff. A lot of these people don't know what to do with their money, and they just blow it. Okay. And we even got a lot of rich people that got money, they got great cash flow, but they don't know how to protect their money and leave a legacy as well, right? So I want you guys to realize that most people don't have access to wealth building resources, like how to build positive cash flow, multiple streams of income, asset accumulation information, wealth protection, generational wealth, education, and most important, implementation, taking action and actually implementing a strategy where now you can make money, you can increase your cash flow and increase even more money, you can protect your money, and then you can also leave a legacy and then enjoy the whole process while you're here, right? Well, let me share something with you guys today that's very profound, and this is going to go viral big time over the next 6 months. It's going to go through the ceiling. I want you guys to understand, one of the biggest and best kept secret in the whole nation is MWR. That stands for Make Wealth Real. MWR Financial offers a premium financial membership, which is like a membership wealth club, right? That enables anyone to create, increase, multiply, and protect their wealth. To give you guys a little background on our company, first of all, the leadership team has over 100 years of combined experience. Our founder, CEO, and visionary is Mr. Brian House, which you guys are going to hear from here shortly. This gentleman is incredible what he put together with this company. He surrounded himself with a very, very powerful, dedicated team that are highly talented. And I want you guys to understand, MWR has been around since 2017, okay? The home office is actually located in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Their product is a wealth membership resources, okay? It's a club where now you got all the resources that you need to have access to, okay? And then on top of that, the company is a multi-million-dollar debt-free company. Now, let me share with you guys, as business partners, what industry we're involved with. We're involved with what we call the promoter industry. Today, people, this industry is well over $58.2 billion a year industry. And I want you guys to realize, people promote sports events like the Super Bowl. A lot of you guys go to Super Bowl parties and all kind of stuff, tailgate. They promote concerts. A lot of times you guys go out here and buy all these clothes and jewelry and get your hair fixed just to go and see a concert, right? They promote parties and private events, and they do a lot of promoting on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. See, what I want you guys to realize, we all are promoters, whether we like it or not. Now you say, well, Rob, what do you mean? Let me give you guys an example. How many of you guys ever recommended a movie that you saw on Netflix? Like, right? You saw a real nice movie and you was like, hey, you need to see this movie. Blah, 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 blah. You just promoted that movie. Now, the only difference is you didn't get paid for it. See, a lot of us promote things and we don't even get paid for it. A lot of you guys recommend people to go and get their cars. When you bought your car, recommend to get your hair done when you get your hair done. So you promote all the time, but you just don't get paid. Now, how would you like to be in our industry where if you really want to amplify your income, on top of taking your income to the next level, how would you like to be able to promote a wealth membership club? Okay, well, now everybody you know got access to all these wealth resources. People, this is very, very powerful. Now, one of the things I want you guys to realize, our flagship product is our wealth membership. Okay. Under our wealth membership, all of our members have access to experts that's going to help them increase, multiply, and protect their wealth. I want you guys to understand that we have a variety of different services up on our membership that will blow your mind. I'm talking about, we got services where, as a member now, we can help you reduce your taxes. We can also help you lower your bills. We can also help you eliminate all your debt. We can also help raise your credit score. We can also help you open up your own private reserve bank. We also can help you protect your properties and so forth through our Trust My Asset service. We also can help you put your money away in something rock solid, like investing in land banking. But on top of that, we have debt counseling, legal self-help. We have credit rebuilding center. We even have a student loan debt relief program. People, this is one of the most powerful membership resource club I've ever seen in the world. And all the stuff is pride and proven. So you don't have to ever worry about, okay, can I trust these people with my information? These people got decades of experiences. All the services that we provide up on our wealth membership club, these people are professionals. Okay. Now, one of the things I want you guys to realize is how it works is pretty much, we have something called keys to your home ownership, would allow members that's a part of our membership to actually be able to go out and get their dream home without having all the credit scores and all the stuff you need to normally buy a house, right? We also have our diversified cash flow accounts to become your own bank. How would you like to become your own bank, right? We also have private banking accounts and just an array of wealth building resources, services that everybody always talk about they wish they had access to. Well, we got it right here and up under one membership, okay? Just like our land banking, our Trust My Assets. Again, a lot of people don't understand the power of putting yourself in a position where you can pass your wealth and all your stuff that you accumulate, all your assets, and have them protected. People, this is very, very powerful information, okay? On top of that, let's switch gears a little bit and look at some of the people that have benefited from this membership program. Look at Charles and Judith. These people have literally eliminated their taxes by 95%, okay? They lowered their bills by $1,500. They're 100% debt-free now. They restored their credit to over 800 plus credit score. They also own land, and they're actually, as a promoter now, doing over $400 a day per day now in residual income and building a dream home right now, all because of having access to this wealth resource that we have over here in MWR. Okay. Also, let's look at Mr. Gerald P. He eliminated his debt, took it down from like 15 years down to 6.5 years, retired from his job, paid off his auto debt. Okay. Eliminated debt up to 52K, reduced his taxes to $350 per month, raised his credit score over 128 points, and right now cash flowing over 10K per month, which is ridiculous. Okay. and also just acquired his second dream home. Now, also this gentleman here, and I know this guy personally, I've been knowing this guy since he was 19, just a phenomenal individual. You're gonna hear from him today. But not only do he have uh, $3 million worth of assets in his trust account through this membership program, but also he secured 20 acres of land. I actually went out there, got on his golf court and went through all the trees and around the lake and all this stuff. It's phenomenal. He actually got people shooting movies over there. So his land now is making money by a lot of these movie projects are coming to him to use his land. He called it Beane Acres, which I thought was neat, right? But this gentleman is making money off that property. He also just bought some property over in Dubai. A lot of people never even visit Dubai. This man is buying property in Dubai from Atlanta, Georgia, right? Also lowered his bills over $1,400 per month, increased his credit score now way over 800 now. And Lord knows he cash flowing like crazy through the Wealth Promoter Club right now, over $45,000 per month. Okay. So you guys will be hearing from him today as well. And so I want you guys to realize this is real. That's why they call MWR Make Wealth Real. That's the name of our company, right? Now, I want you guys to understand with all this exciting news that we got here about exposing people to these resources, we give you 100% money back guarantee on our membership program. Okay. That's very, very powerful. On top of that, let's talk a little bit about becoming a promoter over here, the power of being a promoter. And believe you me, people, this is optional. Okay. You can just say, you know what, Rob, I just want to be a member and get them resources. Or also you can get the resources and promote the resources. There's a lot of money on this. Okay. So the power of being a promoter and creating wealth from anywhere on your own through this home-based business platform is very powerful. See, as a promoter, we promote our membership in 3 industries: e-commerce, direct marketing or network marketing, and then also social marketing, right? I want you guys to realize as a promoter, you have an opportunity to earn some additional real good income. I mean, through an amazing compensation plan that we have over here. See, as a promoter, you have access to 7 ways that we earn income. We have our customer bonus, which I'm gonna break down in training today. We also have our guaranteed residual from $150 a month to over $450,000 a month. And remember, this is in addition to all the money that you're making just by utilizing the services up on our Wealth Membership Club, right? Also, we have our sponsoring bonus. Every time you personally sponsor a new promoter, you get a $50 unlimited whip. Okay, we have a momentum bonus, a performance bonus, a leadership bonus that pays to infinity. And then on top of that, we have the Millionaire Residual Income Club ring. Okay. On top of that, I want you guys to realize when you look at one of the 7 ways that we earn income, and I call this the base income. Okay. This is very, very powerful because you can get started, refer 3 members, and now you're earning $37.50 a week, $150 a month. Now you're pretty much getting your membership for free now, right? But as you progress up the rank and advancement, right, to 2-star executive director, where you just only have to have 12 members, 12, 4 in each leg, okay? That's $150 a week, $600 a month. Now I can stop right there. Think about it for a minute. How would you like to have a guaranteed residual of $600 per month with just 12 members on your team? That's insane. And then as you take it serious, you can go up to 3-star executive director, 4-star executive director, 5-star executive director with only 180 members. And remember, you don't have to bring in all these members. You just need to enroll a minimum of 3, and then you can duplicate that. Or you might even get placement from spillover from your upline and so forth, right? But look at 5-star executive director, 180 members, 60 members in each leg, right? That's $1,250 a week, $4,500 a month. I've never seen a comp plan where you got a residual base of only $4,500 a month on only 180 people. I've never in my life seen that in my almost 30 years of being in this industry. Okay. Now, if you take this business real serious, you can go from regional director, which is only 300 members. That's $1,500 a week, $6,000 a month, all the way up to 5-star regional director, which is $30,000 a month, $7,500 a week, with only 18 members, 1,800 members on your team. People, that is insane. We're going to be breaking so many 5-star regional directors over the next 36 months. Are going to make your head spin. Okay. On top of that, if you're really ambitious, you can take it all the way up to national ambassador. That's $112,000 per week, $450,000 a month. And this is just one of the 7 ways that we get paid, and it's not including the wealth membership program. That's why I call it resilient compensation. Because see, not only do we get paid as a promoter if you decide to become one, but also we get paid through the wealth education and resources that we have access to through the wealth membership program. That's why I call this resilient compensation. Okay. So I want you guys to realize when the smoke clears, there's 2 types of income. You have linear income. This consists of 95% of the population. A lot of these people pretty much live from paycheck to paycheck. And most of these individuals work a job, and what they're doing is just earning a living. But then you have leverage income. This consists of about 5% of the population. These individuals are financially independent. They're creating a lifestyle. And what we're doing here this afternoon is to show you a way now to become financially independent. Okay. Now, one of the good things I want you guys to understand is that it's very simple to get started. Number one, you can just become a member. Say, you know what, Rob, I just want to get access to those, to that membership club. And you can get access to our membership club by becoming a member, okay, for only $149.97, and then $149.97 per month. Real simple, okay? Or you can become like a lot of us and not only become a member, but also become a promoter. So as a promoter, you now only pay a one-time upfront fee of $249.97, and then monthly you pay $149, just like a regular member, because that's for your membership. Okay, very, very powerful. So just remember, are you a number 1 or 2? Do you want to become a promoter and enjoy the membership and make money from the comp plan, or do you just want to become a member and make money from our membership base and utilizing those wealth resources? Okay. So I tell people, get in where you fit in. Now, one of the things I want you guys to realize is that we provide all the training and support. And I want you guys to realize that scientists say that we only retain 7 to 10% of what we hear on a daily basis. But let's just say that you're real special, and we know that you're going to at least retain 50%, right? So let's say you got 100% of the knowledge, and then you taught somebody and they end up with 50% of the knowledge. Then they taught somebody, they end up with 25% of the knowledge. Then they taught somebody, they end up with 12% of the knowledge. And then they taught somebody and they end up with 6% of the knowledge. See, this is what happened to most people in business. And this is the very reason why a lot of people have it so hard trying to be successful, right? And see, it's not even the 6% of the knowledge that they got to be successful, but it's the 94% of the junk on how not to become successful. We're over here with the Wealth Syndicate and MWR, we provide a training format where you have direct access and get all the training from the experts, okay? So that way you can plug in and get 100% of everything that you're gonna need to build and learn and structure the foundation of becoming successful. All you have to do is just plug in, okay? Now, one of the things I want you guys to realize, as of today, people, we are moving at warp speed. We call position equity over here. Timing is everything. And I tell people, you can get in now or you can come in later. Just remember, most people don't know what an opportunity look like when it's coming, but everybody know what it look like when it's leaving. People, get positioned ASAP. Don't overanalyze till you're paralyzed. You want to get in and get access to these resources ASAP. And also you want to get in and build this business, and let's get wealthy together. I want you guys to understand, when I do this presentation, I run the 4 types of individuals. A number 1, so you know what, Rob, I want in, I'm ready to rock and roll. If you're number 1, first of all, I want to congratulate you. But second of all, I want you to stick around. We're going to have some very, very powerful speakers that I want you to hear from. And then we're going to do a very, very powerful training on what you're going to need to do to really get your mind set and ready to rock and roll. Okay. A number 2 type person say, you know what, Rob, I got questions. Great. I want you to stick around as well, because you may hear some more information that's going to give you the answers. And if not, after this webinar, we get on the phone and get your question answered ASAP so you can make a better business decision. A number 3 say, you know what, Rob, I just want to become a member. I need access to the wealth resources ASAP. Congratulations. If you want to become a member as well, then make sure that you get with the person who invited you on this webinar. But also, I want to invite you to stick around as well, because you're going to hear some life-changing stories from individuals that have just really done a phenomenal job by coming over here and taking full advantage of this opportunity. And then if you're a number 4, that means you're not interested. And one thing I want you to understand is that, first of all, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know this is a 4th of July weekend. So first of all, I want to commend you for even taking time to get on our webinar. But also I want you to thank the individual that invited you on this webinar, because they truly thought enough of you to show your life-changing opportunity. And by the way, if you're not interested in the opportunity, I know that we got some services within our membership that you may be need to utilize. So definitely get the individual and at least become a member of the service, okay? So I want you guys to understand, people, we are excited. We are jacked to the high, jack tisset, and we are ready to rock and roll. Now, what I want to do here, I want to bring up an individual that I got a lot of respect for. I'm going to bring him up first before I bring up Mr. House, because I want him to bring Mr. House up, because these guys are just phenomenal what they've done and laid the foundation.
From a 734, then it went to a 777, then they got me up to an 820, right? That's when I went and said, okay, now I got an 820 credit score, so let me buy some more real estate. So I didn't need any credit to buy Dubai property, because the compensation plan paid me so much. I bought the condo in Dubai with cash. So I want y'all to see what just happened. I took some cash, $149 per month for the membership, $249 to get started. I bought an asset, Beane Acres, right? 20 acres of land with a lake here in Atlanta, Georgia. Everybody from the Georgia Lottery rented my property out to shoot a commercial. Valvoline Oil was there last week. The noted author, Zane, like y'all know Zane, she writes the little steamy books and all that good stuff. She shot a movie there for the whole month of June. So it's getting a whole bunch of attraction. They pay me every single month. Then I took the money from the compensation plan and took that money and went international. So now I'm an international investor. I just bought the Dubai property, and I'm looking at Ghana now and Cape Town. So guys, what's my point? This will give you an international vision. This will give you a global vision. We're going to help people here in the United States get to a point where money is no longer an issue. Our compensation plan pays every single day on the right. Then you got a money back guarantee, as our experts help you every single day on the left. Rob, here's what I tell people. A mechanic will fix your car. You can do it yourself, but it's good if you take it to a mechanic to fix it. You can fight your own legal battle, but it's better to have an attorney. You can have herbs and wellness, but sometimes you got to go to the doctor or a professional herbalist. You can improve your own finances, but why not enjoy your life and let all these experts do it for pennies on the dollar? You can have $149 in your whole financial life in the hands of experts, or you can pay thousands individually, a couple of thousand to get my taxes done. I've paid thousands to help get my credit restored. They didn't bust a grape. I spent a whole bunch of time trying to negotiate all my bills. They might save me $5 when I tried to do it myself, right? I spent thousands of dollars learning how to invest. $149, please don't let 3 figures cost you 5. I make 5 figures a month. I make more now in a month than my job was paying me in a year, and I got a Morehouse degree. I make more now in a week than my job was paying me in a month. I want y'all to hear what I just said. And I got a Morehouse degree. You can't beat the timing. And speaking of timing, forget about the Dubai property, forget about Beane Acres, forget about my credit score. None of this happens if this gentleman I'm about to bring up, Mr. Brian House, the owner of the company, doesn't put us in a position to win. Now he's added the protection piece with the trust funds. Now he's added the investment piece with the DCA. Now he's added the land piece with the land banking. Everybody on this Zoom can become wealthy. But to do that, you got to get your money back from the people that's stopping you from getting wealthy. And Mr. House has pulled back the curtain, and he's showing you how he did it, not with just education, but with implementation. I want you to do me a favor, man. Bring him up, Rob. I'm going to talk to Mr. House and give him a couple of interview questions for everybody, and you can ask him some questions as well. Put some ones in the chat, or some fire, or combinations of ones and fire for the owner of MWR Financial, Mr. Brian House. Thanks so much, Mr. House. They go to ones, they go to ones, they go to ones,
You go.
and the fire, and the chat.
All right.
Where is he? Out there? Let's see.
Yes, Mr. House, unmute yourself. Okay, should be.
Hey, I'm unmuted, Rob. Let's see. I tried to get my video on, but it wasn't letting me do my video. So
hold on, while you speaking, I'm gonna try to get that handled because you know what you call low tech, high check.
I understand.
Oh,
I'm in the same boat, buddy.
1 second. Let me see.
I see the firing ones. They steady coming. They coming. They coming. They coming. I appreciate it. They go to fire. What's up, Richard Blackman? What's up, Q Sims, Quanta Sims? What's up, Vivian? Thanks for the ones and the fire. Vane, I see you. Y'all do me a favor. Put the different cities that where y'all from? Where? How far is this message reaching? A few hundred will see this live. A few thousand will see it on the replay. Cashflow, Atlanta, Georgia. Hyattsville, Maryland. Valdosta, Georgia. Chicago, Illinois. Atlanta, Georgia. Noonan, I see you. North Carolina in the house. Brooklyn in the house. I can read pretty fast. Baton Rouge in the house. Killeen, Texas in the house. Oklahoma's in the house. All right, that sounds good. So, Ms. House, you can hear us. I'll let Ryan fix the video portion.
Yeah.
Or did you try it again already?
Yes, hold on 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna get him done right now. Hold on here.
River Beach, what's up?
Okay, you can go right ahead. Now try, Mr. House. Try to do it now.
There he is.
Hey, there I am.
Okay.
You guys could have probably done without having to see my face, that's for sure. But hey, listen, great presentation, Rob. And guys, I'm telling you, this is such a treat to have this dynamic duo on here between Brian Beane and Robert Dean. I can tell you, I like how that rings too when I say that, Brian Beane and Robert Dean. You know, but hey, listen, this is a real treat, guys. And listen, they say great things about me and each other, but I'm going to tell you something. You've got two incredible industry leaders on the line right now, and I think just seeing them and their focus and their decision to be a part of this company and what it's done for Brian, what I know it's getting ready to do for Robert, and so many of you, that ought to speak volumes. Because these guys, they can do anything, they can do it anywhere, and they chose to be here. And so I'm grateful for both of you, but an awesome job, guys. Awesome job.
No, I appreciate it, man. Well, let me just ask you a couple of questions. I'll hit you with a couple of softballs, and y'all got to hear Rob train after this. Let me just tell y'all, man, do not leave after Mr. House. I've been in this business 25 years. Rob was actually one of my first mentors. So we connecting 20 years later. 20 years later, do not miss one of the most phenomenal trainers I've seen with the simplicity of the overview. If you think the overview was simple, wait till you hear the simplicity of his training. So Rob, I salute you, man, and welcome to MWR, man. I'm super proud to have you here.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, man. Mr. House, I'm gonna hit you with a couple of softballs. So we got Brian Beane, Robert Dean, and Brian House. So y'all got to juggle that around for a while. I'm gonna hit Mr. House with some questions. Mr. House, what made you say, I got to do something different? Everybody else is doing lotions and potions and product. Everybody else is doing all this Forex and living on the ledge. Everybody else is doing travel. What made you say, hey, let's tackle finances? When you first started MWR, why make wealth real for people?
Yeah, well, first of all, Brian, you know the answer to this, but I know everybody else doesn't. But this was a faith-based decision for me, and I can tell you, you hear me say it all the time, guys. I respect everybody's faith, but I also respect my own. And I felt like this is something I was called to do. I didn't need to do it, but when I got looking at what I was going to do for my last run in business, this is my fourth multi-million-dollar debt-free company that I have been humbly blessed to be able to build. But I wanted something that was going to create the most impact in people's lives. And when I got looking around, I realized that the biggest challenges in people's lives typically revolved around finances. Maybe their faith was an issue, maybe they're having family challenges, but even some of those things, maybe it's health challenges, stress-related illnesses, whatever it may be, a lot of those things still revolved around the issues they were having with their finances. And because people are not educated on money in this country, which I think is absolutely insane, We wanted to do something and do it in a way that allowed us to be able to meet people where they were, regardless of whatever their financial position was, whether they had $2 in their pocket, $2 million in their pocket, or anywhere in between. Create a platform that would provide them with everything they needed to be able to create, increase, multiply, and protect their wealth, just like I've done myself. I've been blessed to be able to implement principles in my life that, you know, have set my family up for generations to come. But the reality is that most people aren't in that position, and they will never be in that position if they don't have the right type of guidance. But the challenge we saw was that there were so many people out there, so many companies even, and not that they're bad companies, guys. We don't ever want to talk bad about anybody, but there were so many companies and individuals that were educating people. But out of all that education, when we look, only about 25% of the people that ever paid for or got that education ever implemented that knowledge. And so we said, we've got to do it better. We've got to do it different. And so we said, you know what, we want to educate people, but our financial education will come through expert application, meaning that we're going to provide you with a team of experts with an affordable membership that everybody can participate in, not something just reserved for the wealthy like everything else out there. We wanted to make it to where the average person, average consumer could plug in to a program that was affordable, have experts that did the work for them while they were getting results, while we were reducing their taxes and lowering their bills and eliminating their debts and restoring their credit and providing them with the best ways to save, grow, and protect their money, that they would learn how to become better stewards of their money through that process instead of having to try to get an education and go implement that knowledge on their own. And all I can say is it is the best, not because I'm the CEO of this company, but it is the best model I have ever seen when it comes to finances, because we have tens of thousands of real, live, documented testimonies that prove the success that we're creating for people. And that's the part that excites me the most. But I know that was a long answer to a small question.
It's okay.
Brian, I get a little windy, but at the same time, I hope you guys can feel how passionate I am about this, because we're accomplishing what I set out to do, which was to make an impact.
Well, I got one more question before you go, and then these guys have to hear Rob break this down, the simplicity of the training. Why now? You and I have some off the record discussions all the time about the economy, this country, where it's headed, America, the dream versus the nightmare. We talk about, as people get older, social insecurity. We talk about the taxes with the government. These aren't conspiracy conversations. These are just real facts about the way the country really is run. Why now, with this economy, with this interest rate, with this inflation? Talk about those, a few of those bullet points that you have that separate us during this day and age.
Yeah, well, and I will tell you, and we can say this day and age, but here's the reality of our business. That separates us from everybody else. As long as there is money, there's always going to be a need for what we do. Okay, so that's one thing. Now, when you look at what's happening right now with inflation skyrocketing and so much insecurity out there when it comes to money and finances, obviously we provide the solution to all of those things. All the financial challenges that people are facing, we have the answer for it. And which makes what we do extremely significant. And you know as well as I do, Brian, and all of you, that in business, whenever you can provide a solution to the biggest problems out there, you stand to be able to profit from it. And not only do you get to profit from it, but it becomes rewarding because you're helping people instead of trying to sell some insignificant product or service just to push some type of compensation plan or just to make a commission. Now you can do something that has meaning, and purpose to it. And so I think that's a big deal. But in regards to points, Brian, there's a few things I would tell you that separate us. One, nobody can get hurt with MWR Financial. There have been a lot of things that have came along over the years that people have gotten involved in, and they were here today and gone tomorrow. So they lost their money. All right. One, we've withstood the test of time. We're over 5 years old. Most companies don't make it in this industry in 2 years. Okay. They're gone within 2 years. We've been over 5 years. All right. And we're still a baby. We're still a baby. But we have multiple millionaire residual income ring earners in this company in a very, very short period of time. And that number is growing. Okay. The other thing that I think is important is that we have one of the highest retention rates in the industry. You guys did a great job. I know Robert did a great job talking about our compensation plan, but it's one thing to tell people that you can earn a residual income, but it's hard to do that when you're putting in 4 people this month in a program and replacing 3 of them next month. Well, our annual retention rate is over 62.5%. 62.5% of the people that join this business a year from now will be here because they're getting more benefit out of what we offer than what it costs them on a monthly basis. Our average member literally puts about $2,000 a month back into their pocket, and they're only paying $149.97 a month. Why would you ever want to give that up? Okay, you wouldn't. So that's significant. Then you look at our compensation plan, you see all this money with such a low price point, we pay out about 80% to the field. No company I know of in this industry does that. Most of them pay out about 30 to 50%, if that, in the field. We pay out almost 80%. I know when Rob first looked at our compensation plan, he's like, this is ridiculous that you guys are doing this. And I know you felt the same way, Brian.
Yes, sir.
You know, and came through the ranks and got to $1,000 a day. Now you're making $45,000 plus a month, you know, in a very, very short period of time. But here's what excites me the most. You have hundreds of people in your organization, and many of you that are on here too, that are in MWR already, that are making $600, $1,200, $4,500 or more per month in a true residual income. So now, whereas a lot of big leaders in this industry get on stage and it's just them up there making money, where they're looking out into an audience of team members that are struggling to make money. We don't have that situation here, where you can have 12 people on your team and be making $600 a month with $149.97 a month membership, where you can have 480 people or less on your team and be making a 6-figure residual income. Guys, I know companies that literally you would have to have thousands of people on your team to get anywhere close to a 6-figure residual income. We can do it with less than 500. Okay. Last thing I'll say, Brian, because I feel like I just gave a whole presentation. All right.
No, you do.
Is our guarantee. The fact that we guarantee people's success eliminates risk and it eliminates loss of credibility. And what I mean by that is nobody that you ever share our program with can ever say that you caused them to lose money because we back it up with a guarantee. I can't think of a better scenario than that. And I could go on for days, Brian, because you know I could give you 10 more points if you want to hear them. But at the same time, I know you guys got some training to do, and I just want to thank you all, everybody that's on here, whether you're in MWR or whether you're just looking at it for the first time. Give us a shot, guys. Take a chance. Take a chance on yourself, because I can tell you this will be the best investment you will ever make in yourself, and you can't lose unless you choose not to participate. That's the only way you can lose.
Rob Beane, it's on you, big guy. I appreciate you, man.
No, I appreciate both of you